All right, so this is going to be Whiteboard Sessions Volume 1. Just had a conversation with my buddy, and he's really struggling with accessory exercises because he doesn't view them through the lens of muscles, right? So when we're thinking about prescribing accessory exercises for powerlifting, we have accessory exercises that are going to build position, we have accessory exercises that are going to build muscle. A good program is going to have a combination of both, but from a purely hypertrophy standpoint, immediately post-meet, those position builders are going to be in our main lifts, and then those accessory exercises are going to be there just to build tissue. And as we transition into a meet prep, those position builders may look like variations close to the competition lift that bias certain tissues. But that's another video for another time. We're just going to go through how to prescribe accessory exercises for upper and lower body to make sure that you can have your clients not be skinny, weak, fat pieces of shit. So we're going to start with lower. So if we think about all the muscles that you would use in a squat or deadlift, we're looking at glute, quad, ham, adductor, lats, upper back, and brace, right? So to varying degrees, all these muscles are going to meaningfully contribute to those movements. And a good heuristic that I tell people is figure out 10 exercises for each, right? So you got to have 10 good glute exercises, quad, ham, adductor, lats, upper back, brace, and understanding that some of these have to be unilateral, some of these have to be bilateral, some of these have to be externally stabilized. And having a mix of each is going to allow you to meet the client where they're at, depending on whatever issues they have. And then especially when we're thinking about glute, ham, quad, adductor, we need to be thinking about that through varying degrees of hip and knee flexion. So when we transition over to upper body, we're going to go, all the muscles we're going to use are pec, delt, bicep, tricep, lat, upper back, and rotator cuff. Reason why we structure it this way is because we use all of those muscles. And the big change, the big difference in terms of heuristic between upper and lower is upper, generally because the muscles are much smaller, are going to be able to handle more volume at a slightly higher intensity. So 10 pec exercises, delt, bicep, tricep, lat, upper back, rotator cuff. Now, rotator cuff's one that I think a lot of people fuck up. So they're like, oh, I got to do banded external rotations. No. We want to think about decently heavily loadable exercises that go from IR into ER or from ER into IR. Upper back is going to be any kind of elbow flared row. Lat is going to be any kind of pull down with the arm close to the body. Tricep is elbow extension. Bicep, elbow flexion. Delt is going to be anything up in front of the body with that front delt, out to the side with the middle delt, or out behind with the rear delt. And then pec is insertion origins here. So humeral adduction is what's going to bias the pec. So pressing is going to sometimes bias the pec, but if we're trying to build just pecs, things like a cable fly are going to be best. But understanding that when we have all of these exercises, yes, we're trying to hit all these muscle groups over the course of a training week with, let's say 6 to 12 sets over the course of the week. But we also want to have less externally stabilized exercises, more externally stabilized exercises. We want to have some unilateral variations, some bilateral variations, and going through, varying degrees of hip flexion, knee flexion, shoulder extension, shoulder flexion, all that good stuff. So we don't lose access to relative joint ranges of motion, which is a very common thing that happens when we powerlift. So this is a really good guideline, really good framework to start with. I'm going to do more shit like this. Yeah. Okay. Fuck you. Bye.